Welcome back with the plat. Let's get this shit rolling. Motorin. What's your price for flight? For finding Mr. Right. We'll be alright tonight. Motorin. What's your price for flight? For finding Mr. Right. Hold on, we'll be alright. Should I put daily goals? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let me minimize this. Let me open Twitch. TwitchTracker.com. I think I actually had more views on Twitch than YouTube yesterday. Maybe it was something like that. Everyone playing Tower. How many people do you think are playing Tower of Fantasy right now? Creator dashboard. Open new link. Let's take a look. What do you think? Disguised Toast is playing it? No, he's playing Rust. Thank you, Disguised Toast. Tower of Fantasy is my game. I'm kidding. I played it for like an hour last night. I did not have fun. I will keep trying to have fun though. See if I can get past the initial hour-long shitty hump. Let's go ahead and I want to see browse. How many people are playing Tower of Fantasy? Whoa, more people are playing Rust. Is that Disguised Toast doing it? 28,000 viewers. Tower of Fantasy isn't even up here. There's actually more people playing Cult of the Lamb than Tower of Fantasy. That's pretty sick. Cult of the Lamb, good job. How did that game get so popular? XQC is doing this. Who's playing Cult of the Lamb right now? Why is it so popular? It's just a lot of people. The top viewers it's under 10% of the view count. Wow. This game is popping off. Cult of the Lamb is popping off right now. Good job, Cult of the Lamb. Good job. I'm happy for you. Let me make sure that my stream is up and working properly. It looks like we're good. It looks like we're good. Okay. Badass. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the game. I wonder if I'll ever, I wonder if I'm going to do where the hell is it? Phone. Pocket. I wonder if I should do well, let's get rid of all this. Get rid of all the crap. There we go. If I should play through the original Octopath. Oh. Don't look at that. Do not disturb. That's my cat. That's my Octopath. All right, let's have some fun. I have a YouTube video going live in a bit here. Let's move this further up and then make it nice and big. But I had to record it this morning and then I had to edit it just a little bit because my cat was being such a piece of crap. I mean, he's I love him and he's absolutely beautiful, but he was being very loud and disruptive. Not anymore. Now he's chill. But so I edited it. So it even if you have to cut out like 30 seconds, you have to then render like a 20-minute video. If the video was like 18 minutes and I cut out 20 seconds, I still have to render like a 17-minute video, which adds like for my computer like 15 minutes of 15 to 17 minutes or something of actual flipping time that I just had to sit here because it takes up my computer. So I can't really like stream while doing it. Then I have to upload the video, and so yeah, I'm like an hour later than I wanted to be on the stream. But we're only going to stream for like an hour and a half today, probably till about noon. Then I got some chores to take care of. I got to clean up a little bit, and then we will then after I clean, I will I got to go to work. So hopefully tomorrow's stream will be a bit earlier. 2 power, that's what we want to see. So our goal today is to get that 55 wealth. We're gonna get that 55 wealth. No one's gonna stop me. Oh, look at that nice shiny light. All right, so we're gonna go get. I mean, I think you get 10 at a time for doing the Traveler Stories of Wealth, 10 to 15. Not each chapter, just doing the prologue gets you a little bit. But then we get a sorry, we need to go to feet, not hunts, feats, you dummy. Come on, how could you get those two things mixed up? But then after you get that, at 2 more we'll get 10. So if we do, we'll get 30 within the next 3 stories. And sorry, what are we sitting at? So we won't quite be there. I'm actually, if we want to get through this today, we better start rushing. Also, let's make sure our party is, I like, this formation's fine. These shouldn't be very difficult fights. All right, let's go talk to, I think we're doing Billy today. Primrose is our new protagonist, I've decided. Hey, how you doing, Zero? Welcome. Do we want that? I mean, fuck it. Why, don't not take money, I suppose. You having a good day, Zero? Good morning? I don't know what time it is where you are. I can't remember time zones of people, but it's 10 a.m. here. I might have a second cup of coffee just to kind of help me get a little more oomph in my step. Plus, I really dislike drinking coffee. It's a little bit of a problem. So yeah, this will be 10 influence. Kind of not much, but hey, it'll get us there. 10 influence at a time, baby. That's how you do it. Honestly, the fastest way to probably get influence is to actually just level up. If I level up a level 3 wealth to level 45, 7 p.m. there. Hey, well, hope you're having a good evening. That's what time I get off work. So if we could switch time zones, I'd already be done with work for the day. Haven't seen Prim polling video yet. Grats on polling her. Thank you. Grazie. The polling video is done. Honestly, you know what? It's kind of it's good. The polling video hasn't performed super well. It hasn't performed badly, but it hasn't performed super well, which is actually kind of like a good thing, I think, because like it means that I don't necessarily feel as pressured to do polling videos. If the videos don't do well, I don't feel like I need to do as big of polling videos to make them entertaining. I feel like I could just do maybe videos that are going to be like, oh, okay, I might pull until I get a unit or something, but I don't necessarily need to pull past that. I might get, I think I have to get another cup of juice, of coffee juice. Something about coffees. I already had like my dark, I mean, caffeine, man, I don't know how it works. I think it doesn't have the opposite effect on me. I'm sure it increases my heart rate and wakes me up, absolutely. But if I'm not doing something productive, like I'm just sitting around, it puts me to fuck to sleep. Like, I don't know if it's like I get caffeine in my body, but if I don't do anything with it, then I flip and go flop on the ground like a sleepy boy. All right, let's take a look here. So we've got is Doria Wealth right here? Doria's Wealth. Watch this. Watch this. That's too much. I have 100 tasty small nuts. That's what she said. Hey, whoo. All right, so everyone, let's learn skills. Let's take a look at your influence. You're not quite there. You are there. Dory, welcome. Watch this. Watch. Here we go. Boom. Extra 60, baby. Yo, what's up, Hutch? How you doing? Less pressure indeed. It still brings variety, but yeah, you could do some banner reviews. What would you, when you say banner review, what exactly do you conceptualize that being? I'm kind of interested because I don't really know what that means. But I'm always down for a new kind of content. Like, by banner review, do you mean unit review? Which I have my unit review for the current unit going live literally. And well, I'm stopping streaming at 12 and the video goes live at 12:15. That's my current plan with that one. Oh, let's get this out. Let's go here. There we go. Hutch Zero, happy to see you guys seeing each other. Plaid has always had good luck with polls, even with DQT. I did have some insane DQT luck. I mean, not literally every time, but I mean, common enough where it felt good. To be frank, I feel like pulling past the featured characters is pretty boring. I still think that kind of stuff will start doing bigger numbers once the standard roster gets bigger. Probably when you don't know what you're going to pull, I guess. It's like, I'm going to keep doing pulling videos, but I might do less, you know, or less money, or I'll figure it out. All right, so now I could finally inquire further. I got the 24 wealth. Let's see what he's got. Is this about my daughter? You want this tasty experience nut? No. Endless story. Lower physical attack and critical of an enemy by 20%. And have a moderate chance to inflict sleep. I mean, that's kind of cool. Lowering critical of an enemy by 20%. That's either really good or completely useless. I don't know. For example, the step up banner is a must pull on, whereas Heathcote and other single units could be skipped. Okay, so maybe more talk about the overall value of the banner. It's kind of difficult because you don't know people's accounts, but I guess you could kind of give a general note. I think Primrose might be the best unit in the game right now, so it'd be hard for me not to recommend everyone pulling on her stuff. But then again, if every time a step up banner comes out, I'm like, this is a must pull on, I don't know. I'll definitely think about it. I definitely need more content ideas. Did anyone else have their Kate not reset today? Mine did reset. There seems to be a bug that happens frequently if you have a if you don't completely, like, if you just do this and you go about your day, like, it seems like it won't sometimes reset. You have to like go in and delete and like actually force close the game in order for it to some, like, not all the time, but I've definitely not had any issues with Kate's resetting since I've manually forced out of the game every night. Hi Platt, hello Majesty. I heard there was a 30% EXP boost accessory. Do you know where it is? I don't. I have two 15% ones. First of all, let's purchase this. This timepiece, I'll buy it. This tasty experience nut, I'll buy it. This dark rune. Increase dark damage dealt by 5%. I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. But I have the scholar things that I spent money on. Can you play this game free to play? Like actually free to play, not like Dragon Quest Tact? As of now, 100%. So I would say easily in this game, you could play 100% free to play for at least 80 hours. I don't know how it's going to be when new content drops, because right now, what you need to be able to do is basically get characters to level 60. Getting characters to level 60 means you have a 4 out of 4 star, or you have any 4 out of 4 star and up. So 4.5 and 5 stars all will let you get to that level cap. A 3.5 out of a 3.5 star unit, which is at level 40 at the cap, will not let you can't beat the game with level 40s. If you can, it's going to be such a pain in the ass that I don't think it's realistic to expect many people to be able to do it. Whereas, as long as you can get to level 60, I think almost any team can probably get by. 30 hours in is very short amount of time overall. For what chapter of Master of All are you on? And I'm not saying like, wow, that's a short amount of time to play in a sense like insulting. I mean, it's impressive. It took me like 75 hours, 64 to 70 hours to beat the game. Yeah, the Kate not resetting. Yeah, absolutely. I've had that issue I had that issue for like 4 days in a row. And then now since I've been closing down the game, I just haven't had that issue. Thanks for the Smithy discounts. Smithy discounts feel kind of very bad, but the experience updates are good. That would be a 2% total up EXP boost. I mean, that's nice. I'm gonna check. I think I already did Nameless Town, but let's just check. I need to get a second cup of coffee. I just need a little more juice in my boost. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. The Platty needs to get his plats on. All right, so I'm gonna travel to this town here we're gonna do some traveler missions today. Just kind of burn through as many as we can. The Shepherd's Rock one. Do you know what chapter that is? If you go into your quest log, it'll tell you. But I mean, it's because Shepherd's Rock, I've been there. That might only be halfway through Master of All, if it's where I'm thinking. There's like 8 chapters. That might be like chapter 4. I think there's 8 chapters. It might be 7. I thought there was 8 though. Sorry, kitty. All right, let me grab myself a coffee while you guys admire Primrose's desert roseness. buddy? You okay? All right, here we are. 5th chapter, recommended level 50. Yeah, so it ends at recommended level 65. So I'm not saying you're not close. You're definitely getting there, but I think you might have more hours ahead of you than you suspect if you're. But again, you're still only 30 something hours in. You said, right? Like that's pretty still fast. I think it took me longer than that to get there. Motorin, what's your price for flight? What are the lyrics? Motorin, what's your price for flight? Is that Aerosmith? No, Night Ranger. Sister Christian. You're motorin. What's your price for flight? In finding Mr. Right, you'll be alright tonight. Those are lyrics. And Memory Shard Exchange, is there an item called Crystal Remembrance? You know what that's for? Nope, but I bought one. I sold it. I don't know if there's a, I don't know if I could, it doesn't seem like I could use it on anything yet. So that seems to be a future item, but I'm holding it. I bought one. Billy must be in party. Billy! All right, let's go ahead and we'll switch out Fiora. Fuck you, Fiora. Let's just go ahead and filter by name. He's going to be right near the top, right? Billy. He's level 45. He's pretty badass. Just in a bit of gaming lull. Kind of playing a little bit of everything and don't have a game to really sink into. Accent appearing out of nowhere. Don't really have a game to sink into. Dragon Quest Tact, obviously I play every day, but feels like a chore. Plus I spent way too much. That's gotcha, baby. And I don't mean that as like a good over. I mean that like, it's like, yeah, I think we've all been there where I feel like almost everyone that's played gotcha has had that, I've spent way too much moment, you know? Mine was in My Hero Academia where I spent like $600 in like, I don't know, a couple weeks, and I was not happy. Like I was actually incredibly depressed trying to play that stupid game because one, it wasn't that fun, and I just got lulled into $20 here, $20 there, and then I looked and I was like I think I was at like $800 or something. I was just like, holy shit. I mean, I've spent a decent amount in this game. I'm not like at all upset about that. One, this game is genuinely great. Is it as much as I've spent great? No, but it's combination of content and enjoying the game and making. I'm not braggadocious. I don't want to be anyway, but I'm making a good amount of money from playing this game right now. I mean, not right now, not on stream, but I've made hundreds of dollars so far. Like in the last couple days, I've made like in 3 days, I've made a couple $100. I've been free to play, and that's an ad revenue, not in people donating stacks of cash. It's mostly ad revenue. You've been free to play in Dragon Quest Tact for about a month now, at least, but I'm afraid I will relapse. This game is also helping your channel. This game's doing great on my channel. Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, I mean, you could play this game free to play and have fun. Like, so the reason why I stopped playing Dragon Quest Tact is it started feeling like a chore that I didn't want to do. Like, I think it's Asmongold that says it is a game. All video games are a waste of time, right? Obviously, but a game should make you want to waste your time, not make you feel like you have to waste your time. And Dragon Quest Tact got to a point for me, especially when Blossom Doors came out, and like there would be like really hard content constantly. Everything was insanely hard, took a lot of time. And the thing about Dragon Quest Tact, it was all limited time events that you had like a week to do. Beside the Blossom Door wasn't. That one's kind of permanent, but those are really hard fights that you had to redo I fucking hate redoing the hard ass fights every single week. There was a stupid fight that took me 35 minutes in a literal one attempt to beat. And then it's like you had to do it again next month because I didn't get through the right level, and I didn't want to spend 30 hours a fucking month doing the same shit that I had already done. And then I didn't like the really, really hard limited time fights were RNG shit shows that you had a week to do. So it was just, I was just like stressed, and I just wasn't having fun trying to get through that stuff. There is that's a fallacy, right? That's something you got to keep in mind. It's a logical fallacy, but everyone has experienced it. The sunken cost. I can't stop because I'm in too deep. You only get deeper. The only way to stop is to stop. And I'm not saying to stop playing Dragon Quest Tact. I am saying if you don't want to play it anymore, don't keep making a bad decision because you've made too many bad decisions in the past, you know? Making more bad decisions doesn't make your previous bad decisions good decisions. I also enjoy skipping through content just to get enough gems to pull once every 3 months, but hard content feels like a chore for sure for DQT. Yeah, and like again, I really like DQT, but as a content creator, like I couldn't keep up. Like that game wanted so much time, but it also wanted so much money, and it also, or you either had to spend a lot of money or an immense amount of time. And when you spent the immense amount of time, it wasn't because you were grinding, it was because you had to get RNG. You're like, all right, like why? Just hey, thank you for the subscribe. But like, tell me, why can't they just make blunt, like lower an enemy's attack, whatever it was, 20% that stacks? Why can't they just make that a 100% always hit in PvE fights? PvP don't do it, but in a PvE, why does it need to have a percent chance to hit? Because every single time it's people like, all right, I got to get this, not get crit on turn 2. And then on turn 3, I need to land blunt. And then I need to land it again on turn 5. That way it doesn't expire. And then if you miss any of these fucking things, you have to start the fight over. And you need to get like 90 dice rolls to go your way in every single difficult fight. I got so pissed. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm getting upset. I hated the direction the game went with its content. Maybe I hope all gotchas don't go that way, but it definitely was like they didn't care. They just had RNG on RNG on RNG. Hard content was mostly RNG based, and that was not fun. I agree. Like I would rather just have it be hard and like I don't know. I just wish there was. It was like I felt like I was playing fucking Hearthstone, you know. Sometimes, or it's just like, and it was like a difference. Playing Hearthstone, you could low roll or high roll, but in Dragon Quest Tact, you're playing Hearthstone, but you need to get the best result every single time for 20 turns in order for it to even be functional. It just is like, and the thing is, I really loved the game for a long time, and there was time like I had more fun doing the battle roads than I did anything else in the game. And battle roads aren't particularly people's favorite content, but it was a situation where you had all of the units that you needed. There was no such thing as like, oh, you have to have this banner unit. You just, I mean, they were like B units, but like you have these shitty units. You have to beat this tough fight with these units without any of them dying. So there's a way to do it in a fun and interesting way. And on top of that, there was also, like there was a time where it's like, all right, I had the most fun I had besides battle roads was like going through the really hard fights. Like Elite Killing Machine was like one of the first 3 boss fights of the game that were like the super fights. And it was like I used a 3-man team of no S ranks. All right, I used like a healer, I used the Leery Lout, and I used the King Bubble Slime, and I King Bubble Slimed the boss to death with poison. And it was like, this is a really fun, cool budget way to have a really fun fight that I'm purposely putting and it's just like that kind of shit became impossible. Not to mention, I fucking hate the level cap. I hate level cap increases. Yo, it's got a Supreme Tasty Nut. How much EXP is that? Depends on the size, but I think it's like 150,000 for large, 200,000 for large. I care zero about this game, but here is a message to my friend Cameron. Thank you. Level caps increases in Dragon Quest Tact were fucking trash. Hey, Seth is playing this game now. I finally got him into it. Chess is too difficult. You don't want to play a game that's that high of a skill cap to be good at. Chess could be really fun, but it's also not really fun to get your ass kicked in. Like 100% of the time. Or 50% of the time if you're doing it right, but Especially if you're gonna make content, you better be fucking good or fucking entertaining at it. And I'm not particularly either of those at chess. Being ignorant for the sake of being ignorant is not entertaining to people. Either everything should have a battle road or they should perma increase EXP gain. They should not increase level caps. Why would they have S5 or like rank 5 with the level cap on your highest units being 100 and then being like, you know what? Let's just make the level cap 110. Then let's make it 120. Then let's make it one. It's like, why wouldn't it be 100? It just like, it completely undermines everything that I loved about the game of having a unit that was complete and perfect. Increasing my tool belt never got filled out. You know, the whole point is I got 100 units or 200 units, and I'm like, all right, so now I've got this my great dragon, right? He's level 100. He's max ranked. I got all of his abilities ranked up. He's done. I already know I have a max strength level this unit onto the next unit, and so you can keep going. They add a lot of fucking units in the game, but now it's like all those units I were done, all the rank 5 C units, the D units that I had done that were ready to go, now are like 30 levels behind because I got to farm 100 billion fucking resources because now they're 30 levels lower than what they can be or something. It's just like, it was, I think it was literally the worst game decision they could have made for me personally. To resurrect it, the unit to like 6 stars. I don't fully understand what that means, but how high can you get your nut farm up to make 2 large nuts on each tree right now? That's the highest. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about Dragon Quest Tag. I'm gonna get too heated about that game. I'd rather talk about something I'm having fun with right now than something that I got really upset with. How high can you get your nut farm up? I can get it up. You got it up. You get the 15 fertile soil. You get the 5, then you get the 10. That's the max level. You get 2 extra large nuts a day, and then you have a chance to get supreme nuts. In this game, I do think it's kind of dumb that 4 stars can't get to level 100. But you do have to do something to make 5 stars better. But I mean, they could just do it in abilities, but I don't know. Like, it's like I'm kind of okay with it, but I also don't love it. I think it's an issue right now. The thing is, it's not an issue right now because you don't need to be level 80 for any of the content in the game realistically. In terms of maybe super bosses or whatever, you might have to. But in terms of like actually completing the story and farming everything up, you don't really need to worry about being anything above level 60. 65 is nice, but you don't really have to worry about above level 60. That being said, it is a it will be a problem a little bit later, and then it'll stop being a problem again, I suspect. I think it'll be a problem once they start releasing level 80, 90 content where people don't have units at that level. And then your 4 stars are going to be hitting level caps and not be able to get any higher. But then I think as more and more people get more and more free to play currency, do more and more polls, we're all going to have enough 5 stars to fill out teams. You heard you can get the nut farm to level 5 later on? I hope so. It definitely needs to get higher than it currently is. I wonder if their outfits are directly inspired by the original 8, the octuplets. I hope that says it's IMMO. I hope that says immortal and not immigrant. That's not how you spell immigrant, right? It's IMMA, but it's like if it was just like steel, the immoral noble. Okay, I thought I was gonna say like the immigrant noble. I'm like, what the fuck? These thieves are fucking assholes. But no, like, how do they make a game full of like 1/8 of all the characters are thieves and somehow they're all the morally good thief in some way? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I made that gift myself. How do you like it?
Boy.
Hey, look at that. We got the thingy. I think 4 stars will be fine in endgame content, but we'll take a ton more of a support role. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see where 4 stars fall. But like maybe in the future they make 4 stars able to hit level cap. The thing is, like, one of my favorite units in the entire game is Ashland. Knowing that in the future he's going to become semi-irrelevant purely from his level cap is it, maybe not entirely, because towers, you need a bunch of whatever hunters, but eventually there'll be enough 5-star hunters where you may not need it. I don't know. Like, I don't want my favorite characters I really like Wingate, Ashland, to become irrelevant purely because of level caps. If they become irrelevant, I want it to be from power creep, not from fucking because they can't get them past level 80. I don't know. Yeah, 4 stars are easy to awaken. They're definitely not a problem. And 4 stars are straight up better than 5 stars for a decent part of the content, because you get that 30% stat boost and 1,000 extra HP a lot of the times. Yeah, my Wingate, luckily, I mean, I think I pulled more Wingates than any other unit in the game, honestly. He's fully awakened at 4 star, and he's already at like level 74 or something for his level cap. So he's like almost completely done. Is it worth awakening 3 stars? You can't, wait, can you awaken? You can awaken 3 stars. No, it's not worth it. It is worth, it's worth limit breaking them. Getting them up to level 45 is really good. I would take every 3 star to level 45. I don't see a reason to go beyond that though. Yet, if we look here. Like, right, because at level 45, you get this. You get the extra 60 influence on every one of your 3 stars, and that's like, it's a very, very low investment for what you're getting out of it. BP +1, just don't bother. Like, that's something that's like such, like, there's a real practical functional reason to get to level 45. Anything past 45, I don't even understand why. Like, it would be just like to OCD max out all your units because you're already so far ahead, but it's like the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of being useful. I'd take you to level 45. You know, 45 is my favorite number, Pack Demon. How dare you? By the way, thank you for being here, my one and only moderator, my friend. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't see a reason to go past level 45. Just like straight up. Wait, did we finish our thing? Was that it? You want to finish all the let's just go for the octuplets. If we get all the octuplet stories, maybe there's a hidden achievement or something. I'd take you past the 45, bro. I'm in the stratosphere. Oh, I'm actually gonna pay attention to this one because he's probably the apothecary. Yeah, I want to see Alphen. Right now you don't, but for the towers or something, I don't even know about this content though. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you have to use 3 stars in that content in the towers. But I hope you probably won't have to, but you might early game, you might have to use a couple. Yeah, I haven't had bots in a couple days, which means I'm going to have like 100 today, but still, like, it's kind of neat to not have had to worry about them. Ugh. I'm excited to see Alphen. He was my favorite unit in Octopath for sure. And honestly, like, I like Primrose a lot. Primrose, Albrecht were like some of my favorite characters, but Alphen was definitely my favorite. In fact, I hope that's his name because I'm going to be really embarrassed if it's not. I'm just so terrible. I don't know how to, I just keep poisoning everybody and they all keep dying. The COVID has been out of my system for over a week. That's good. He takes my COVID when I'm in need. Hey, what's up? I saw your vids on my recommendations and they were pretty useful. You know what? I can't even, thank you for watching, but I got to give a thanks out to YouTube for putting my videos in people's recommendations. YouTube hype. Algorithm for life. Let's go. Since there were so many of us, times were pretty hard growing up. Glad to hear it. Sometimes it sticks around. Yeah. Hey, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, friend. That's why we decided we should each set. I like the thing about the octuplets. Their first chapters are all terrible because every single one of them talks about how there's 8 of them. There's 8 of us. We all decided to do a different job to make a different to support our family. But what they fail to tell you is that they're all boring. But you do get to see the original 8, so that's kind of nice, right? What are you doing over there? Actually, is there anyone in let's take a look at Clearbrook. Do we have any juice here? We have, yeah, look at that. Look at all these path actions we could take. Let's go around and do the path actions before we finish this story. Look at this lady. What are you doing here? An obsidian axe? Not for long. Level 49, not for long, bro. My Primrose unit review is going to be going live as soon as I'm done streaming. I figured I might as well not compete with myself. And the video is still processing anyway. Oh, we got to go do our thing. All right, let's do spell song. Let's do a thingy there. Who the fuck is Billy? That's right. I forgot he was in our party. All right, well, let's do a dual harvest. Aren't you? Primrose is supposed to be faster than him, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, these guys aren't weak to literally anything I'm doing right now. Look at that. They were actually resistant to every single one of those. Are you gonna do hunt guides? Like how to beat them? Weakness or route, for example? Probably not, because every hunt, in my opinion, like, and this is, if anyone's having trouble, I'm not trying to bash anybody, okay? I don't care. But the hunts were so easy, in my opinion, that they didn't seem worth content. I was like, why would I make so, like, they felt like automatic wins. If you were close to the level it recommended, I didn't suspect having any issues. What is going on, bro? Can you please cooperate with me? All right, I'll stop touching you. I'm sorry. Does it suck to record on your phone? Yes, it does. I would say it's definitely worse than doing something else, but you know what? Here we are. Why is my team so shit right now? Because my team's all mixed up from doing different shit. I guess. We might actually lose this fight because my team is so weak right now. Hey, thank you, Win, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Yeah, and again, nothing against, if anyone's had issues with the hunts, I'm not trying to bash your skill or anything like that, right? Everyone's got different strengths. I found the hunts very easy, so I just didn't even think about making content for them. Yeah, I mean, I've done each hunt one time, completed them, all the fights, all the chests, no problems, and now I just do easy hunts. All right, let's go. Let's fix our team. Let's heal first, though. And then let's fix our team. It's true, it could be easy content, but I don't know. I don't want to do, I want to do easy. I don't know. I'm just not quite sure it vibes. I don't know if it passes the vibe check right now. Like, it's the same reason why I don't do like guides for like wealth chapter 1 boss, you know, is where it's the things like, yeah, but is anyone really gonna have a problem? I don't know, probably not. So we're probably fine. This team's actually not that weak. I'm just missing I have two of my strong units aren't here because I have Paradeer and Billy. And no offense to Paradeer, you're not strong. Paradeer is not strong, but he is relevant. Name? No, I'll do class. He is relevant for a few things. We're gonna put oh god, we should probably have Fiora, maybe even Fiora Scarecrow, but that's just for leveling. No, we don't need them in our walk around squad. They're not in our walk around squad. Our walk around squad is for beating fights, not for gaining experience. All right, that's peace. We're gonna have to add this guy to our team. We'll probably replace Noel, I guess. So maybe I should have just done that now, but I don't remember the name of this unit that we're doing the Traveler story for. Hey, what's up? Oh, Skeletor, Hutch. Everyone knows each other here. That's a good thing. That's what happens when you build a community around the plat. Any tips on how to farm guide stones? To farm level increases? I don't know. I don't think you can farm guide stones. I think you get them from hunts and from pulls. Yes. And you get them sometimes from your daily ads. So I don't know if there's like a... I mean, you can go do the Traveler stories too, but that's like 60 or something. That's like pretty... you need 2,000 for every unit, right? Essentially, or every unit you're going to use. So you don't... And you actually need more than that for the 4 stars. You need 2,000 for the other ones. You can farm guide stones? Where do you farm guide stones from? I mean, like, you can... Is there a community Octopath Traveler Discord? Yes, there's actually, I think there's a couple. Take a look. I'm part of Octopath Traveler, which does have a global resource thing, like good allies. Also, this person, Shizukats, they've been playing since JP and they make content, so they're very knowledgeable about the game. Where's my... I actually kind of want to... I'm actually going to go look at my own ally video, because there's an ally that hits everyone for wind times 3 or something. And it was very easy to get. Oh, you can farm guide stones from your credit card. Got it. All right, that makes sense. There's also an Octopath Traveler Champions COTC thing. But I think this might be I don't know if this is an official or unofficial, but I'm just in them both. I don't really honestly go in them. But I like being around just in case anyone is in there and wants to find me. Yeah, the credit card farm is good. You farm in real life so you can whale in game, right? You go to work, you farm your money there. That way you can convert some of those resources directly into guide stones. I've watched your content from the MTGA days. Wow. No one watched my content when I played Magic the Gathering Arena. That's really funny. So thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, I played Magic the Gathering. I played Runeterra. I used to stream just RPGs, you know, Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, Dragon Quest III, all kinds of stuff. Ended up manually unlocking Wingate 4. Can't live without him yet. I haven't manually unlocked anyone's things yet, but I've done a lot of polls. I've done more polls than the average person for sure. But I do think Wingate is probably worth it for sure. Penny must be in the party. All right, let's get some Penny. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm sorry. I forgot what we were going to do. Let's go ahead and finish all the path actions in this town. How strong are you? 55? Not strong enough. Yeah, I'll train with you, buddy. Yeah, I'll train with you, guy. I remember finding your channel on Sly and Heart 200 polls or some high amount like that. I wonder how my most popular videos are from each of those games. Let's take a look. You can see my video. Hunt Influence, Pardis, Limit Break versus Awakening. You can see some of my spoilers for videos coming up. This video is coming out soon. Primrose Unit Review. That video is already live, or it's not live. It's scheduled to go live. But let's take a look at views of all time. So One Step from Eden, One Step from Eden. Vampire Survivors, One Step from Eden, One Step from Eden, One Step from Eden, One Step from Eden. Dragon Quest Tact, hey, free to play beginner's guide. Monster Train, Octopath Traveler, baby. This video also, take a look at this. 2020, 2021, these are all 2020. And then literally like 2 weeks ago, I think 2 weeks ago today, actually, July. No. Which one is it? Okay, that was July 31st. So yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. Dislike. Wow, this video got so many dislikes. Dislikes. What was the game you were talking about? Slineheart. I thought Slineheart was higher up. Here's Slimefest 4,000. Wow, that was like an insanely successful video back then. And now it's like you can see like a lot of my videos are doing like relatively that well. Let's do Slyin. I don't know. I can't find it. Either way, it's not like incredibly important or anything. Let's spell song. True volley. Luminescence. Blazing dagger. No weakness. Hey, there we go. I hope they're weak to light and dark. Nah. All right, let's get Noelle in here. Noelle, do your thing. Chain Shadow Reaver, they're all going to be weak to it. Go ahead and Dirge of Dust, guys. Nah, just Spell Song. Who cares? We'll get more mana after this. And you do a dual harvest. Yeah, that's good shit. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, no, not quite. All right, there we go. Yeah, that fight was not too bad, especially for like not even caring about weaknesses. What do you get me though? What do you get for me? What do you get for me? What do you have for me? Thank you. A rune helm, enduring cuffs. Enduring cuffs. I don't want to impress him. He's not worth it. Oh, I thought that guy was a guy we could have join us. I suppose not. Okay. Oh, no, cancel. Oh, Gilderoy. We should do that one. He's my first character. We should do that one. We'll do it today if we have time. If we run out of time, then we'll do it next time. I didn't know Gilderoy had a story. Maybe the original 5 stars all do. I found your channel through NL's Eden playthrough. I'd be curious how people for Gotcha and Octopath found your videos. I mean, a lot of people found my content through One Step from Eden because NL played it, and then I was the only one that made content on it for a while. But as far as Gotcha, that's because, well, at one point I played a little Marvel Strike Force for like a month. I think I played it. Spent $10. It was like fine. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Jose. But I released the video for Dragon Quest Tact, like literally, I wonder if we can go back. When did I release it? What got me into Gotcha? Let's take a look. Not that. Content. Views. We'll find it. Dragon Lord. Dragon. Rates. This is interesting. This is the history of Plat. Oh, because it's Dragon. Let's do Dragon Lord. Here we go. Look at this. 3,000 views. This came out on February 17th, 2021. So let's go back there. Let's go back to February 17th, 2021. Let's go 50 per page. I don't even know if I can go back that far reasonably like this. Yeah, I might not even, it might just take too long to even try that, right? Because look at these are all going to be, yeah, I think this might take too long. Well, I took some big breaks. Okay, no, this won't take too long. Give me 1 second. Here we go. We're going. It is kind of fun. You can kind of keep track of everything I've ever played. January, February, March, April. Here we go. Zoma review. Almost there. Okay, here we go. So look at Arcanum. Let's see if you guys can see it very well. So I played Arcanum, One Step from Eden, Ratropolis episode 4, Arcanum, Ratropolis, One Step from Eden, and then crown trick, and then where is it? It's rate. I started playing Dragon Quest Tact sometime back here, and then I played for a couple weeks, and then I released this video, Dragon Lord's True Form EX Boss Fight Guide, right? So I released this, and I got a lot of views out of nowhere, right? 88, 624, 360, even this one 800. This took a long time to get to. So I released this video, got like 1,000 views in the first day or something. And I was like, oh shit, I need to make another one. So I made a free-to-play guide. That one did well. And then boom, right here is Tact. And I was still doing Eden, then I dropped it. Tact. Free-to-play beginner's guide, 13,000 views. Tact. I went full on Tact after that point. Like when I saw the video did good, I was like, all right, just keep going. Double down, triple down. That's what I did for Octopath too, though. How do I get back to my first page? Is there a button? Yeah, here we go. I saw like once Tact, like I was already planning on making content for Tact, but then when I made a video and I did decent, I was like, okay, I'll make another one. It did decent, then I did good, then it went great, and now it's been doing great. The worst video was the Heathcote unit review, like by a long shot. But I also released that at like 1 a.m. So, and 2 days after he came out, so everyone else had already made it. Tact. Yeah, it didn't take long for me to become like one of the quote unquote de facto tactos, you know. I my Tact content kind of caught on pretty quick, which then I just doubled down, tripled down. What do you think that charm does? 50% chance to resist bleeding. Yeah, I can't wait. It's so prevalent. Well, at least he came alone. You fool, you believe me when I told you to come alone? Aid? Oh my god, he betrayed me. Light him up. I often hear big YouTuber streamers talk about how you need to find and quadruple down on one type of content to become a reference on it and really grow. Yeah, I mean, that's like anyone that's a 100%, like if you think of variety content creators, people that just kind of play whatever's new and hot, they're usually very, very big. And they usually, if you go back far enough, had a thing that made them very big. That's not 100% true, right? Like a lot of people have had this, like, they make reviews, right? And the reviews catch on, things like that. But like for like Let's Plays or just like gameplay videos, typically people have a thing that gets really big and then they become a resource for that. And then once they're big enough, they jump off and they do a bunch of stuff. I'll take this. 90% chance. That means I could fail. Why didn't they make it 100% chance? I don't get it. It's okay though. Tact vid. Yeah, I really liked doing Tact back in the day. I really liked what the game was. Which is why I'm always a little nervous about some games going forward. Like I'm still even nervous about this game, right? Like I loved Tact at a point, and then at a point I didn't love it anymore. So who knows? 54,000 more dollars, please. Let's go. Man, sometimes when you're moving, the record on my phone does suck. I won't lie. I'm not going to pretend. I wouldn't recommend anyone do it if you could avoid it, but being able to play this game anywhere is a pretty big boon for me. If I get, like, one good thing about Dislight, going from phone to computer was fucking easy all the time. I'll take that. What is it? A log in the fireplace? I guess that makes sense. Oh yeah, okay. The path, sometimes the paths unreveal themselves. Like paths you've been down won't always be revealed. You can have my Tact account if you want. I don't want it. I don't want it. I still have my Tact account. You can have my Tact account if you want it. How about that? Hey, more collection points. I already see it on the left there. Wait, can we buy this for cheap? Nah. It's not 100%. I don't care. Yeah, okay, that one's 100%. I'll save 3,000 gold. Why not? I'd feel insulting to not to save 3,000 gold. All right, let's take a look. Have we done all of the people here? There is, yep, we've done all the people. Okay, so now we need who in our party? Penny? YouTube streaming is super easy on phone now. I believe it. But I don't think I could stream on my phone purposefully. I just don't want to, because like I can't change scenes, right? You can't do this. You don't have the same kind of notifications, and I don't have 2 boxes to chat. Like actually streaming from my phone, I'm not really into it. Recording on my phone, I already don't like. I would rather just play on my computer, but it's too hard. Like the emulators don't work. There's not a PC version. I got to switch back and forth. And like, if this was my job, I would just play only emulator, but it's not. That close-up though, hey. You like my hair? Be honest. This is why we got the big camera. Primrose. He failed to pull Primrose and he's been ashamed. He won't even look at me anymore. Does he look happy, guys? Does he look happy? There you go, buddy. Has no theme or stylized backgrounds, but it's convenient. I wouldn't stream if not for that. I mean, yeah. Sorry, we gotta add Penny to our party. There's no doubt that it has a place. Let's go by class and go down to the bottom, because that's where all these shitty units go. Sunny, Penny, 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 Penny. Cat does not like the camera. He doesn't have to. He just has to. That's Grandpa. Get off my lawn. Bento, on the other hand, is such a cute cat. It's like, let's grab Bento. Hey, oh, he knows. He heard me. Hey, buddy. Come on, time to vibe. Let's do it. He's vibing. This is where you get their hands. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I love them. How do you guys stream on your phone and have a camera while playing? It uses your phone's camera. Oh, stream off my phone and have a camera while playing. I mean, I can't show you the camera on the camera. That cat is super chill. Oh, yeah, he's a chill cat. I mean, sometimes he meows at stuff, but what cat doesn't? I mean, so I'm recording. This is no different than like, so I'm just capturing my monitor right now, right? Right now, the game you're watching is on my monitor. And so if I pull up like my YouTube, this is just my browser, right? So it's because that's on my monitor. I'm streaming it to my monitor with this program called Reflector 3. It's casting my device over Wi-Fi from my phone onto my computer screen. Oh my God, I forgot about commands on Nightbot on Twitch chat. I have no fucking idea what commands are in there. All right, we're gonna pay attention to what Alphen says and no one else. I'm really hoping Alphen is not the next unit, because I am pulling for Alphen. And I would like to skip one banner. For Platypus, any characters you like enough to pull for 5th Awakening? I no fucking way. 5th Awakening? Well, there's only 4 Awakenings, I think. You get 1, then 4 Awakenings. You get like the unit, then 4 Awakenings. But like, you know how much fucking money that is? I'd pull. Look, if I was Jeff Bezos, I'd fucking, or Elon Musk or Bill Gates, but not Mark Cuban. But if I was any of those other 3, I would I'd pull every unit to 5th Awakening just to show everyone what it's like. Yeah, but No, it doesn't matter how much I like a unit. I can't spend that much money. That's just like hyper unrealistic for me. Like, there's a good chance most of you here are better off financially than I am. I mean, I guess I don't know. But I work at like almost minimum wage at a gas station part-time, and then I create content. My car tent is doing pretty good. Mark Cuban seems like a guy that would buy a completed account. Maybe. I honestly don't know shit about the guy literally at all. I was just trying to think of a fourth rich guy to make the joke hopefully land. Okay, I think I have a pretty good idea why. I should have stopped at 2 rich guys that I would be and then 1 that I wouldn't be. Already? Oh, I'm sorry. I should be paying attention. The herb you're looking for has certain characteristics. Where it grows changes slightly depending on the region. This book's pretty old, so some of the details are missing. Does that mean the herbs I was looking for aren't easy to find? Just so. Why don't you start by gathering herbs that are easy to find? There's one called red leaf grass growing on the riverbank outside. It's got bright red leaves, so you'll know when you see it. Red leaf grass. Thank you. I'll give it a try. If I thought anyone would pay for an OnlyFans and I had my girlfriend's permission, I'd do it. Fuck yeah. If you could be naked and get fuck tons of money for it, why the fuck wouldn't you, man? I don't see why you wouldn't. Most of these side stories are pretty wild, really good twists and dark themes. Yeah, but they're not, I don't know. I'm not really into side content of anything, and it's really hard for me to give a shit about side content. The main story I'm interested in, outside of this, it's because these characters don't matter, right? Alphen and Penny doesn't matter. She only matters in her own side story. In the overarching story, she's not important. None of the characters are important because the characters you may or may not have. So the only characters that are important are the characters that are in the main story. And so them having like a one-off thing one time, like I'm not gonna, the idea, if I play this game for a year, I don't care if I liked her side story because she's just they're just irrelevant. I don't know. It feels like no stakes to me. I'm just not into it. This is all the content Penny will ever get. Exactly. And the only reason Penny's in the game is so that they could show us Alphen is here. And the only reason any of the octuplets are in the game is so that we can all see the original 8 cast. And be like, oh! Like, that's literally it. And Alphen will be added to the game. So will this be your main game for a while? What other games do you play? This will be my main game for right now, as long as it keeps making me money and I'm having a good time. The foreseeable future. I mean, like, eventually, right now, luckily, Octopath is hot, right? I don't really need to think about content for other stuff. What am I playing outside of Octopath? Not really anything right now. Basically, I might play some stuff with friends, right? Like, I played Tower of Fantasy for an hour yesterday. I thought it sucked. I'll probably play it like another 2 hours. Let it really get into its stride, see if I like the gameplay. The first hour was so fucking bad, though, that I'm skeptical, but I'm willing to keep playing because I know a lot of people are liking it. But outside of that, like, I'll play Magic from time to time. I was playing some Runeterra. I was trying to play Pillars of Eternity 2. But then I got COVID. I started playing Jedi Fallen Order. I played the Guardians of the Galaxy game on PS5 because I had COVID and I just played something. I was thinking about continuing my playthrough of Octopath Traveler 1 if this game starts, not dying off, but like if this game gets a little bit cold and people are waiting for content, it might be fun to do a playthrough of Octopath for people as for content. But that's one of those things that no one will watch. Like, you'll get a lot of people saying, oh, I would love to watch that. I'd love to watch that. But then you record the video and you get 500 views as opposed to 4,000, That's just the way it works. I'm recovering from COVID still. It sucked. Was yours bad? Mine was bad for like 24 hours. I had a fever of like 103 and I felt pretty bad. But after that, nah. It was like, I didn't feel like 100% for like a week. But it was primarily not very bad. But honestly, I'm playing this game at a reasonable pace. Like, I'm getting through a couple traveler stories a day and doing my daily stuff. I'm not feeling like I feel like I'm playing at a pace that I'm getting stuff done every day, but I'm also going slow enough where I'm not going to outpace the content too much. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just extending it, but I'm excited to get more, I don't know, meat content, and maybe not story-wise, but like towers, things like that. I don't know. We'll see what they decide to do, but I'm sure they're going to keep giving us a reason to play. We did it, chapter 1. Go Penny. I do want to get all my influences up to like 25 like Kage has, because I swear, like, they said that I can get the honing materials from talking to they said I can get the Innocent Town materials from talking to townspeople, but not a single town person has fucking had it. So I'm thinking maybe that was just like, it meant that potentially in the future in other towns you could. Do you have a good resource for daily chores, or do you plan to make a video on that? I hadn't planned to make a video, but I can. Let's just do daily checklist video. Let's just go here. I'm going to move this over. That way you guys can't see all my video ideas. Octopath. We'll do daily checklist. I really don't think about it too much, because like the daily stuff isn't that hard, but why not? I just thought the innocent materials were random shiny drops around town. They don't seem like it. I mean, okay, there's two kinds. There's the initial weapons, and then there's the honing materials. They're not called honing. That's like what it is in Lost Ark or something. But it's like, we're gonna go look at it right now, because now I'm pissed. Now I gotta look. I'm not actually pissed at all. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. But now we gotta go look. I'm in a fucking good mood. All right. Hey there. How's it going? How you doing, Alberto? Sup? What's up, Ace? Just checked in to say hi. Fuck yeah. I'm at work. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. I'm gonna go to work in a couple hours. Do you play Lost Ark? Nope. I did play it for a little bit. I had fun, but then Elden Ring came out, and I never went back to Lost Ark, because Elden Ring took me for a couple hundred hours, and I just ended up not coming back. So I could talk. You can get these, right? But if you look at this guy, talk to this guy right here, and you specifically ask him about augmentation materials, not the weapons, the augmentation materials. You don't expect to receive a boon for free, do you? If it's augmenting materials you seek, then speak to the townspeople. You can also, if you're feeling brave, you might seize them from elite enemies in the land. But he says talk to the townspeople. There's literally no townspeople has an augmentation material. Oh, endgame of Lost Ark is unplayable with color blindness. That's very interesting. I could tell you're so happy. Thank you, friend. How's that? Hey, this is my streamer happiness. It's when you're crying on the inside, but you can't let it show. You know, anything for some good content. How you doing? Also, Pack Demon says hi. Well, you have way more YouTube viewers than Twitch, I think. Let's find out. I don't look at the numbers. It says I'm at 49 on YouTube, and it says I'm 3 on Twitch, so I think I would agree with you. Usually the other way around. I disagree, Pack Demon. Maybe when you're around, though, but I had yesterday on YouTube, I had 90, I think. I think I passed 100 on YouTube, and only 25 on Twitch. And then the day before that, I think I was like 70 on YouTube, something like that. I'd have to go look at the specific numbers. I don't have them pulled up in front of me, but it was something. I passed 100 concurrent viewers several times. For other creators, I mean. Ah, okay. So, you know what? I haven't actually... Does anyone stream this game on Twitch? Again, like, I'm not throwing shade at any other creators. I just don't watch them. Partially because I'm busy, partially because I don't want to, if I get a bunch of information from them, I'm afraid I'll feel like I'm stealing content. Octopath, COTC. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's someone named Endy Earth. Here's other people that are live right now. Let's take a look. Is it working? There we go. Okay. We've got Perplat at 3. Mercurin, Primrise Pulls, rerolls. Oh, maybe they're just starting. Emulator, catching. Up on content still. HelloFresh. Why don't I have any sponsorships? Can someone give me a HelloFresh sponsorship? I want that shit, bro. I want free yummy food. What up, Z-Book? And then Kabuto Zero. Is that like the Pokemon? Oh, this looks like this is an Espanol, potentially. Cool. You know what? I'm happy that there's like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count to 5 people streaming this game right now. That's really cool. I'm happy about that, honestly. You need to hit the bell icon to guarantee notifications for streams on YouTube, but Twitch does that automatically. Yeah, I have never updated my, like, I have to come here to hit, there's like a go live notification, Octopath COTC. Maybe like I can't update this from Streamlabs. What's a good go live? Marvelous. We'll do that for my next go live stream. I also don't get a chance to stream as much as I want to due to I mean work. On a day off I'll stream more, but like I only have like another half hour to stream today, and then I have to go clean up. I have to go clean cat poop out off the fucking. I have to clean the litter boxes. I gotta do some dishes. I gotta take a shower and then go to work. So I got stuff to do before work. Drop has like 68 Twitch followers, I believe, but sometimes we get more viewers streaming Dragon Quest Tact. But sometimes he will get more viewers streaming Dragon Quest Tact than me on YouTube, even though his community is pretty dry. Commentary is pretty dry. Yeah, who knows? Like Twitch and YouTube, I don't know. It's kind of hard to. That's why I just stream on both. I stream on both every day. I want to give myself the best chance. YouTube consistently does way better for me than Twitch, but I'm willing to spend $15 a month for people that like Twitch more than YouTube to be able to watch me on there. Maybe, does it divide my audience in half? I don't know, maybe. I'm also kind of like in that I don't care camp. I just want people to be able to watch on what they want to watch on. Unless I become partnered and they tell me I can't do that anymore, I'm going to keep doing it. Or if someone reaches out and says you can't do that, maybe I should reach out to HelloFresh. If someone has like 20 viewers and they're getting HelloFresh sponsorships, have we beaten that guy? Maybe I could do it. Undefeated? Yeah, not for long, buddy. I'm so actually, I haven't had anyone reach out to me to do anything sponsored yet for anything, which is cool. Like, I mean, is it cool? I don't know. Maybe cool is not the right word, but like I'm fine with it. Because then I don't have to worry about turning down people for stuff. I don't like telling people no. Especially like when a small dev, like I've had multiple small developers, like indie devs reach out to me. It's like, hey, will you play my game? And I think I've always said yes. And I'm like, I don't really like want to, but I'm like, I feel bad because if I don't, who will? And even then it's really, I'm getting a fun little game for free. And then I get to hopefully promote their game a little bit, but I typically don't want to, but it's hard for me to say no. Plat on the road to success. Let's go. Hey, you know what? I hope so, but what are you going to do, right? All I could do is what I could do. I'm not going to be too upset if we've already peaked. That's fine. You gotta just have a good time for as long as you can. That's why I got a job. Theo. All right, let's switch. Let's boost. I don't think this guy will be hard enough for any to actually focus. Oh, we probably shouldn't have boosted on that guy though. Yeah, no wonder she has level 1 armor. I think she has literally no armor. So we have to attack this guy physically because all of his other shit just doesn't work. All right, let's use Versa Valor, right? Yeah, go and do the True Strike. We probably shouldn't have done what we did already, but here we are. Maybe he switches to magic after this, though. still like decent hits. Trop doesn't stream as often as me, so people feel like it's more special. I mean, that's also possible. Arturo, if you have almost all 5-star, then I'd say it's pretty good. How much have you spent? I've spent about $300, I think. I'm not keeping super close track, but I think that's where I'm sitting at. Let's just plan on him switching his element, right? Yeah, resistant to physical attacks now. Which is a lot, but again, I've made more. We need more Dragon Quest Tact content creators. Sad that the current state of the game is so iffy, though. I mean, Chase said he's not making any more content right now. He said he's not quitting the game, but he's just not going to make content right now. Hey, Nick, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate that. Kage made potentially his first bashing video, which, you know, maybe that's not like a good terminology to use, but he did make a bashing video, right? I'll use this. And so like the game state is questionable right now. And I'm not saying questionable in a sense that it's is it gonna fail? No. But it's definitely people aren't happy right now with the state of the game. I wasn't happy with the state of the game 6 to 8 months ago. I got real upset with the game, which I already went into a big spiel about how I hated the direction that the game went. Like, I really liked the game for like 4 months. Like, I loved it for like 4 months, and then the game, I think, just got worse and worse and worse over time. But you know, to each their own, for sure. Just do a chain Shadow Reaver here, I guess. Just everyone just boost it, man. How much does this do? 220. This does more. Dragon Quest Tact. For this game, I don't have all the 5 stars or the 4.5 stars. I only have 7 5/4 stars. I have a couple Awakenings, though. What game? I missed what we were talking about. We were talking about Dragon Quest Tact again. And I know you're talking to Arturo, not me, but I like being in every conversation. All right, nice and easy fight. I was like, even without paying attention. Kage has had other critical videos, but he's treating it almost like an ultimatum. Kage can do that when trying to strong arm certain members of the community, but hasn't done it for square/aiming yet. Yeah, it's kind of sad, the state of the game, but honestly, like I was saying, I haven't liked the state of the game of Tact in a long time. So I've been kind of not. I think the issues with the game are the way they make content and the way they manage the game is shit. I don't really care that the event, you get less resources, right? Less gems, less stamina, less time, bigger rushes. That doesn't bug me as much as like the core design of the game. I think was negative after a few months in. Did anyone get compensation yet? Been waiting on that free awakening. I have not. I hope I get Sophia. I might get Fiora. Either way, they're all good. I mean, maybe I did. Let's take a look. Nope. You never know. One of these days I'm going to log in and the mail's just going to be right there. Level 40. We better be careful, guys. There's going to be a fight here and I'm going to fucking lose because I did that elite fight with taking a bunch of damage. All right, maybe not. It's fucking hot right now. I might sit in my air-conditioned room for a little bit, too. Do I have any more coffee? No, I probably shouldn't drink anymore until I get to work and drink a bunch. There are issues with the game even during your time, but I feel like the plat outgrew the game eventually. I found your attack content. I found you for your attack content, but save for the plat. I appreciate that. It'll be your first 5-star awakening. If I don't know if we get to choose. I know in my video I said we got to choose, but the comments said that we might not. And then I kind of reread what they said, and it's not clear whether or not we'll get to choose because the fortune it infers that we know exactly what the fortune box is, which I don't. But someone said a different fortune box that we had previously gotten wasn't a pick; it was random, and so I'm thinking it might be random. But I don't know for sure either. You know, let's go rest as well. You don't play this game, but plat is a G. You would like this game if you played it. But also, you know what? I appreciate it. Just watching is literally the best thing you could do. Being a viewer, enough viewers, I got a career. That's what it comes down to. It's not enough people. It's not a career to have 100 people give me some money every month. That's nice. That's like a bonus. But what really happens is 10,000 people, 100,000 people watching my videos, right? You get eyeballs. That's how you make the money. I always stay for the pack content. I love watching packs videos. The plat outgrows every game eventually. Yeah, next we're going to Fortnite. You're watching at work, Raul. That's the goal there. I want to be everyone's work content. I want you to be sitting at work and being like, oh, as soon as I'm home, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play this thing that Plat's playing. Yeah, I like pack streams. When I'm laying down and playing video games in bed, I like watching pack streams. The issue is I want to watch the stream on my phone, but I also now I'm playing a game on my phone, so it's hard to do both because then I can't chat. And then I don't like just watching without chatting because I feel like I'm not contributing. And I want to be clear, if you're watching and not chatting, that's fine. You don't need the chat. That's cool. Keep living, enjoying yourself. But as a content creator, I know it's more fun to create content when you're engaged with your audience. And so I feel like when I'm not contributing, I feel like I have like a moral obligation almost as a content creator to make sure that when I'm watching a stream to be engaged. I'm currently what I watch at work while I play. Fuck yeah, let's go, Jordan. I'm working ish, watching and grinding Obsidian. My new job, I'm not even allowed to have my phone in my pocket. I have to leave the phone in a safe or like in a locked locker in the break room. So I have my job's now like actually I won't say it's a real job because being a home loan processor is a real job, and this is more of a, but this is like a job where you can't just dick around, unfortunately. I mean, it's fun too. Like I get a lot of compliments. I think I'm pretty good at the job. It's customer service. I get to be on my feet, which doesn't sound like a good thing until you hit 30 years old and you realize that you're getting really fat and your back hurts all the time. And now suddenly my back's not hurting nearly as much as it was because I'm actually strengthening my back muscles by not sitting for 20 hours a day. I'm too busy not contributing to chat. Hey, that's fine. Feel free. Tag Orty. You got to live your life. Eyeballs are the most important thing. Chatting might be the second most important thing, but go down the flow chart. I still prefer if you watch and don't chat than feel bad for not chatting, so then don't watch. Just beat the clown, and I'm grinding small quests. I work IT, and we have everything running smooth enough that I don't have to worry about much. That's awesome. I work at a gas station selling cigarettes, but you know what? I also stream on YouTube, and people seem to enjoy that part of me. I'm also like really good at customer service at my job. Like, I think honestly, I think working a till, right, being a cashier is really not that different in a lot of ways than being a streamer. I mean, at least being a good content, being a good streamer and being a good cashier aren't that different. Because you just like, people enjoy talking to me and I enjoy entertaining those people for the little interactions. It's just talking to a bunch of strangers and trying to make them like you and make sure they have a good experience, which I think is what streaming in a lot of ways boils down to. I'm talking to a lot of strangers trying to ensure that they have a good experience. Liking the stream is the third. Yes. Watch the stream, then comment on the stream. And then after all said and done, if you also happen to like it, that's good. I also beat the clown a little bit ago. I think I need to grind, or at least a 60 for the last chapter. Yeah, I would say 60 is like the bare minimum of having fun in that chapter. I think if you're going to go lower than level 60, you're going to have a bad time. You might be able to beat it, but it took me like 40 minutes of a fight at level 60 for most of my characters. Not all, but most. I've never been down here before. We should check this cave, see if there's a secret super boss in there. I know there's like secret bosses in the game, and I don't know if they're secret or hidden. They're just in zones that you don't have to go to. So I should be checking those out, I think, and working on that. Kind of get a vibe for how powerful they are and how powerful I feel like I need to be. Especially because like this might be the first time in the game where it's like, hey, it's reasonable to not just take a squad through it, but to instead level up units that will be good for that specific fight. Because I am looking forward to that. All right, let's accept these. I guess I clicked on it by mistake. Chatting is good for getting help in the game you're playing. Everyone I chat is awesome. In chat is awesome. You know what? The cool thing about streaming is that even if I have a lot of knowledge about this game, which I think that I do, comparatively to the average person, I don't have more knowledge than a large group of people, right? I mean, I just don't boost, please. I mean, I don't have anything that hits this many guys this many times. We're just gonna, maybe we should just try to focus on one and hope we get it. I don't have as much knowledge as everyone in chat combined, right? So I get to learn stuff all the time. Is there any more travelers to get moving in the Nameless town after you complete the Nameless quest line? Not right now. They're gonna add, they add 2 new people soon. They add the sheep farm and something else according to the roadmap we got like in this month or something. I was going against the lady level 85. Oh, are those considered the super bosses? Maybe those the townspeople? Are they not monsters in dungeons? I think I took too much time. She started doing an AOE that hurt like a truck every single turn for 3 turns, 99999 damage. Yeah, I heard that if you don't beat them at a certain amount of time, they just straight up kill everybody. Just landed my first big client, and trying to grow is hard. But when I'm 40, I just want to be able to enjoy life more with my body wearing down because of my Crohn's disease. Got to put in the work. Yeah, put in the work now. That way you can support my career in the future. If you become a millionaire, just remember 1% is all Platt needs to have his career and be your daily content creator. You got $1 million. What's 1% of that? Is that $100,000? $1 million a year? You make $1 million a year, I'll make $100,000 a year, and I'll be your content creator. Sounds cool to me. All right, it's a deal. Hutch, we shook on it. You can't go back now. I saw something about the super difficult villagers. They look tough. I'm excited to do them. So, but I didn't even think about them being the villagers. So maybe I guess I don't have to discover them. Fuck it. No, you can't do that. Oh, great. We got Penny in our team. This is awesome. I love having Penny in the team right now. I mean, if you're going to attack, you might as well do Luminescence, I suppose. I don't know if we're going to be able to break these guys. Like, we might get one. But... I mean, the thing is, like, the randomness. Like, these fights are bad for the randomness, right? And he attacked each thing one time. Alright, just go ahead and go to 4. I guess you might as well do your 3. You are going to lose a BP, but I think it's okay at this point. I think it's okay at this point. That's 1% of 1,000%. Genius, exactly. 10,000. Is it 10,000? Oh, you know what? Just give me the 100,000. That's what we shook on. It's gonna. We'll talk numbers later. Just make 10 million. Quit running away. Bro, I work at a gas station. You expect me to be smart and funny? Come on, bro. How many people how many people do you know that work at gas stations that are also the smartest people you know? What are the bonus EXP accessories you're using? I'm using spend a lot of money accessories. They're the Sage Brooches level 2. Each one of them costs $50. I didn't buy them for that, but they happen to come bundled with something else. The problem with the country is not enough people are doing plat maths. Anyone who's not in politics would be an amazing president. Yeah, because I'd just go in there. I'd be like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you guys get me the people that know how to do the job? And then I will let them do that job. I'll delegate everything to the most qualified person because I don't want to do anything. Like, all right, you're hired. Thank you. The mighty Lord of Flies. Oh God, level 45. Do you have to 4-hit bow AoE unlocked with Scarecrow? No, I do not. My Scarecrow is 4.5, so he's useless. Anyone who hasn't been blackmailed by the CIA would be a great president. Probably. I mean, maybe not anyone. I'm sure there's some people and there's some murderers that probably haven't been blackmailed by the CIA. Dream the Platt dream. Dream it into existence. But that's a great idea, having people who know how to do their job, not the clowns. I have it at my country, Chile. My dad told me this story one time. My dad was raised Jehovah's Witness, so he had to go door to door as a child promoting all kinds of stuff, you know, getting people to try to come to church. But he remembers one of his most traumatic childhood memories, which I think is kind of funny, is like he knocked on this lady's door. Is like, would you be willing to donate to people in Chile? They need help. And the lady was like, actually, it's pronounced Chile. And that was like, that was it. That was as the whole event that happened. But it's like he remembers it like literally 50 years later, because it's as a kid, he just like being corrected by someone when you were there to be like, I don't know. It's just like, it could be tough being a kid. The smallest thing can really just like fuck your brain. I'd love someone who everyone doesn't hate, but just goes, maybe better than the other. Yeah, that's life though. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dummies in the world. The real trick is realizing that you're one of the dummies too. I think that's what people forget. Like, it's not that everyone else is dumb, it's that everyone is dumb, including us. We're all dummies in our own way. No one's above being the dummy. All right. Remember, we're the same species. Like, there's old civilizations would sacrifice children and people to the sun god and shit to make it rain, right? We're not different than them. We're those same people. We just have way better education now. The only thing that separates us from constant human sacrifice is education. And education is shit we didn't come up with or discover. How you doing, Rubber? Rubber duck sauce. I'll finish that sentence. Like, I didn't, like, if I was a caveman, I would have gotten as far as wheel. You know, I'm like, hey guys, let's try this. Let's try this wheel. I understand that. Maybe I would have gotten fire. But outside of that, like, what, circuit boards? What the fuck? I know how to work a VCR. I don't know how to make a VCR, but I'm gonna fucking find iron inside of a rock and then break it up, get the ore, smelt it down, and then turn that into electronics and get silicon and shit. I don't know what any of that shit is. Where I'm standing on the shoulders of smart people. And even the incredibly smart people are usually incredibly smart in very few things. We're all a bunch of dummies. We're all a bunch of dummies that are, whose ancestors were even bigger dummies. And so just realizing that we're the dummies, that the dummy was in us the whole time. Anyone that thinks they're smarter than everyone else is like a sure sign of a dummy. I know, because I thought I was smarter than everyone else when I was in high school, and that's when I was at my dumbest. If you want to start fixing stuff, don't worry about the POTUS and start to trying to elect in really good people in a local offices in your area. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's very, very cheesy to say it, but like the change starts with you and what you do and your actions, and then it goes to the people in your community, and then like it goes up. It's not a top-down thing. It's a bottom-up thing. And speaking of bottom-up, ladies, that's why I'm a proffer. I kind of try to help every single one of my students. Oh, professor, I assume. I mean, that's good. That's what Laliette does too. I wouldn't say he's a professor, but he was like he was like a teacher for like disenfranchised populations in his area. And you know, teaching people to not be victims, and teaching people that like life's not fair. Everyone knows that. We people that have are in good spots should go out of their way to try to help other people. You should always try to be a good person and do what's right, and we should all strive for a better, more equal society where everyone can be happy. But some people get dealt a shit hand of cards, and the answer is not to wait till someone helps you. The answer is to do whatever you can to, it's unfair, but to do whatever you can to make the most out of what you were given. And while you're doing that, hopefully the rest of us who are not dealt a shit hand of cards, that are very happy or successful, or you know, are financially well off, hopefully we're doing our part to ensure we can give other people that life as well. Your wife's a high school teacher? That's a tough job. We've become very specialized as adults. I can set up a fiber network for a building, but I can't make a pair of shoes or a shirt. I'm a dummy when it comes to medicine. Yeah, like that. At least you have a fucking skill. You set up a fiber network. You know what I know how to do? I know how to badly make. I'm a 30-year-old. My specialization that I chose is bad thumbnails and talking on the internet for a long time. And you know what? That's a bad skill set to go in, because if it doesn't work as a content creator, you're kind of not getting a whole lot. It's not really applicable in other places. It's not like if content creation doesn't work out, I could take these skills and become a plumber, you know? That's why I work at a gas station, giving change to people that a calculator tells me how much to give them. And I think is I like my job. I like my job. I'm having a good time doing it, but there's absolutely some specializations are probably more worthwhile than other. There is like a part that's like, if your dream job, is it unfathomable that someone could genuinely like working at McDonald's? They like the fast-paced environment. They like their coworkers. They like preparing food for others. They like, I don't know, like there's things to like about working there. Just because someone likes working at McDonald's, does that mean that they should never be able to make a good living? Probably not, right? But I don't know. It's kind of, it's very, once you get into big question, things get fucking complex. That's why I'm like realizing I'm a dummy. There's not just like simple answers to anything. You shouldn't strive to stay dumb, but acknowledge that you are dumb and strive to be smarter. I'm an entertainer. You bring people joy. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, I actually do think that I have like a relatively good skill set for this kind of thing, but also it's something that's hard to really make money on. Did you get Prim earlier? I did get Prim earlier. That poll video went live today or yesterday, something like that. So even though I think that I have like maybe a skill set for this, it's not like, oh, because I'm good at this, I'm guaranteed financial security. I also but still, that's why I have a job. I'm just trying to have a good time, have fun. I'm not doing this because it's a career. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. If it ever becomes more than that, that's awesome. But until then, I'm going to keep working my job. I'm luckily, like, I'm not like super financially, I'll say that I have security, but like I don't have a whole lot of excess. But beyond that, like I'm very, very, very lucky in other ways, right? Like people tend to, I think, measure success in one way. Like people tend to measure like how successful are you, meaning how much money do you have? But like I genuinely have a relationship that I think I'm going to be in for the rest of my life. I've been dating my girlfriend for 8 years, and I can never imagine myself without dating my girlfriend. And so I'm like, how am I, like, I'm very lucky in that regard, right? Not everyone has that. In fact, I would even say maybe most people don't have that. And so me to acknowledge that I have a I'm very, very lucky in that regard is great. How much do you want to pay for a burger? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's, I mean, not literally tough for me paying for a burger. Like, that is not necessarily the, but like the idea is like, hey, if we pay the customers more, if we pay the workers more, then everything goes up in price, right? And when everything goes up in price, who mostly gets fast food? Not only, but like fast food is more prevalent in poorer areas, right? People that are, Jeff Bezos probably doesn't eat McDonald's as much as a homeless person, right? And so when you make everything more expensive, it actually also affects the poor people. So it's complex. Like $20, there's no fucking way I would spend $20. If I go to a sit down restaurant, I'll get a $20 burger. If I'm going to McDonald's, I'm buying a $3 burger because it's $3 because I'm eating at McDonald's. I'm eating at McDonald's because I don't want to spend a lot of money eating. Sometimes I'll go to McDonald's like, oh, we got this new big burger. I'll eat that. But when it comes to topics of the world, it's much more confusing than people. Well, I won't say than people realize because I don't know other people's minds, but it's definitely much more confusing than I thought as a high schooler. The older you get, I feel like the more you realize how ignorant and dumb you are about specific things. Like you can get $9 burgers at McDonald's. Like a Big Mac's like $5, but you can also get like 2 burgers for $3 or something. You know, buy one, get one for $1 or something like that around here. What level is this guy? Not high enough to worry me, I'm sure. Oh my god, this is a harder fight. Alright, so let's switch. You know what? Might as well do our attacks here, right? Not you. Oh, we already know that they're not weak to that, so we'll shield breaker. And oh, I did not equip the 4. I keep forgetting to equip the 4 fan attack in case something's weak to it. Bro, can you be weak to something, please? I mean, I guess you're weak to 3 old crush or whatever. You don't want to boost this turn. We actually want you to it's 1, 2, 3 Spider Fang, you switch and you do this. Do that next turn. Okay. Because then we'll break him on the start of next turn. Let's handle this fight intelligently. Unearthly horror. Alright, boost him. Boost him. You know what? No, there's no way you do more damage. There's just no way. Let's get some damage in, bro. That's pretty good. My wife and I went to a local burger spot. We both got a burger and a soda, and she got 1 beer. It was $41, and we tipped to $50. I mean, yeah, I mean that's not unreasonable, especially if you go to a sit-down place. If you go to burger bar spots, those places are very expensive. Going to McDonald's is going to be way cheaper typically. Like you can get out of there for under $20 for 2 people, not too bad. But yeah, you each get a burger and some fries. You get a beer. Beer's $9 alone. You know, the burgers are going to be $15 at least. You know, you're up to 30. You're up to almost $40 right there. And then yeah, of course, a tip. Gonna eat out and spending only $50 or $2 is pretty good right now with inflation. It's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, I just can't afford to go out and spend that much when I eat. So I tend to eat at home. Luckily, because you can eat at home for a week for $10 if you go to the grocery store. At least where I am. If I just go and I buy a full, like, 6 chicken breasts, there might be, like, I can get, like, 6 chicken breasts for, like, $7, I think. If I buy, like, in bulk. And then I can get, like, rice and a couple cans of black beans, some broccoli, like all that shit, like $10-15 a week for weeks of food. Like I could manage that. I have 3 kids. I can't go out to eat anywhere. Groceries much cheaper. Yeah, groceries are way cheaper, even for cheap food. Yo, what's up, Diggs? How you doing, friend? Sorry, we're here talking about life. Think we can just kill this guy this turn? What do we got? Let's do Crimson Blast. Sure, do your brain bash. I'm sure that's gonna really help us out here. Go and do your spider sting. You go ahead and do spell song. You know what? Yeah, you're fast. It'll help Viola do more damage. Why is Viola so slow right now? Oh, because we boosted our own speed 20%. Oh, that's pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, that was a nice easy fight. I just came in here and you talk about how little you need for food in a week, planning how to survive after gotcha. Yes. No, we're basically talking about how expensive it is to go out and get food. And it is expensive. Luckily, I tend to only have to pay for myself. And my girlfriend pays for herself because we are both adults with jobs. And her job's actually better than my job in terms of financial compensation. So I don't feel the need to just buy her food all the time. Or ever. Like, I'm really not into traditional gender roles. She's free to, you know, she's got her money. I've got my money. We're in a long, happy relationship. We don't need to, I don't need to be like, oh, I provide for you. We're a team, you know? And if someone does have more traditional gender roles where they have kids and they're, as a male, they go out to work and earn their keep, and their wife or girlfriend, whatever, stays home and cooks and cleans, stuff like that, like, I don't care. It sounds like fun. As long as everyone's on the same page. If you and your significant other are on the page where that's the way you want to structure your life, I don't give a fuck. Everyone is allowed to live however they want. Just because I don't live that way doesn't mean that you're wrong for living that way, vice versa. $2 pounds of hamburger is $10 here for cheap stuff. Eating at home is $20 to $30 per meal for a family of 4. Can definitely spend more than that if I want to. That's true. You can spend more than that. I mean, you don't need, hamburger is expensive. It's not super expensive, but it's expensive. Chicken tends to be cheaper. And if you give everyone a half pound of chicken, like, you could definitely get away with more. It's not as good though. It's not nearly as good. But even that $20, $30 per meal for a family of 4, like, you can't go out to eat for that, no doubt. Plus, also, I think people can tend to eat too much, at least in America. I don't know about other places in the world, but like, when you get married, are you going to get a joint bank account? No, because we're not getting married. But like $20 to $30 is like not terrible, especially if that's like daily, right? Do you need to have like a $30 breakfast and a $30 lunch and a $30 dinner? Probably not. You could probably get away with like everyone having like some bananas for breakfast or some oatmeal. And then for like lunch, you could have a light, like, you don't need to eat 3 square meals a day. You know, you just got to hit your calorie count to make sure you're being and staying nutritious. But yeah, me and the girlfriend are kind of like a 50-50-ish for restaurants and all that jazz too. Yeah, I mean, sometimes she'll pay for me, sometimes I'll pay for her, you know, and I'll PayPal her the money, or she'll PayPal me the money. Things like that. But yeah, we don't keep like a running tally. Maybe we did for like the first year. To like, hey, I bought this, will you buy this, you know, yada yada yada. But now it's like 8 years. I mean, she's probably, honestly, if I had to guess, I probably owe her money if we had a running account, if anything. But oh, thank you for being a member, friend Hutch. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say, but we try to do things 50-50, you know. She pays half the rent, half the electricity bill, yada yada, that kind of thing. Look at that. Hutch, the #1 member. That's a really good Marvelous. Oh yeah. Sorry, let me do it right. I have to end the stream in like the next 2 minutes here, or the next like 5 minutes here. So we'll wrap up our conversation. Yeah, that's why you're like, you want me just to do the Marvelous? Come on, that's great. Let's go. 1 second. Marvelous. Thank you very much, Hutch. You know I gotta give you the real one. Oh, I need to update my. You know what? Honestly, I like that creepy little slime. Maybe I'll keep it. Plat out of 10 would be. We'll probably DM later, please. Thank you. Yeah, I need to get a better image to go along with it. I'm trying to get a GIF of the guy yelling Marvelous, but I can't get it in the game anymore because I'm past that part of the story. So I'm trying to find YouTube videos. It just takes a bit of time. You wish you didn't have a joint bank account? Honestly, I mean, it's fine. Everyone got to do their thing, I guess. But I just, I think if I worked or she worked and the other one didn't, and they stayed home and took care of the kids that we don't have, and won't have, then I would then I wouldn't mind a joint bank account, because I don't need her to, I don't want to transfer money to her account and her to, just so she could spend money. Like, I'd feel like I'm giving her an allowance when it's really our money. She's free to spend as much of it as she wants. Just, you know, try not to be an asshole. But that being said, I like having separate bank accounts because we have our separate money. We make different amounts of money, and we're like, the thing is, we're still a team, right? Like, she'll help me, like in the past, she's helped me paid for different things that's come up, like car problems, or not car problems, but I don't remember the specific thing what it was, but she lent me like a bunch of money, and she didn't expect for it to be paid back. And then like her car broke down or whatever, and it was like $900, and I paid like, I don't know, I gave her like 600 of it just to like be nice, you know? So it's not like, I don't know, like when you're in a relationship and you're together and it's like a team, I hopefully you're not really keeping a scorecard. I mean, again, if you are, do you, as long as you're happy, that's what matters. But that's just not the way that we do things. Heaven forbid you and your wife ever split up, but I'm never getting married again. Just not doing it again, for sure. That's for so many reasons. I mean, I'm not getting married ever. I mean, that was on our first date, or like when we, you know, we asked like, hey, do you want to, you know, be my girlfriend or whatever? Just so you know, I'm never going to get married, and I'm going to play video games my whole life. She agreed to it. You know, that's just the fact. I'm not going to get married, and we're never having kids. We might adopt. Adoption could be a thing in the future if that's where we feel like, if we feel like we're in a good spot. But I don't need to pass on my DNA. And we're not getting married. That's fine. It's a predetermined agreement. And honestly, it's just like, that's fine. Like, some people, I don't really get the point of it. It doesn't make sense to me unless you're religious and you feel like God is calling you to do it because that's what God wants. I can understand that. But if you're not really religious, it's just like, I don't want the government in my shit. My wife and I had bank accounts and a mortgage together before we were married. I joked that the wedding was just a formality. That's basic. Like, that's also basically it. Like, me and the girlfriend we're married in every sense of the word, right? Like, we've lived together since we were, you know, our first week of, when we started dating, she basically lived with me from that point. From like within a week of us dating, she basically lived with me, and we've been living together since for like 8 years. There's nothing that's like, we're going to be together forever. So it's like, I don't know. How are we not equal to a husband and wife in a lot of ways, you know? I like a religious / social marriage. I don't get the point of the whole legal thing. Government should have nothing to do with it. Exactly. I'm just like, I don't understand the government. I don't want the government involved in my fucking relationship. It's none of their business. If I tell them that I'm married to this person, they should just, I don't want them to have to give me a piece of paper that says, okay, we agree that you're married now. Like, fuck you. I just don't want them in my relationship. I'd rather have them not believe me and make me pay more taxes than have to get their permission for that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but it's just, I'm not anti-government, but I am anti-government where they don't belong. And I don't feel like in my relationship is where they belong. I'll totally do a marriage ceremony and everything. Call my wife, but have nothing to do with the law. That's kind of, I mean, that's basically what polygamists do, right? Because they kind of have to. They have like maybe like in the show Sister Wives, like the guy's married to one of the wives, but he calls all 4 of them his wives, and they're all but legally under the law they're not technically married, but under his mind and in the eyes of their social contract and under their church they are considered married. I'm not saying you're into polygamy. I'm just saying that's what polygamists do. That's what they have to do. I would not be a polygamist. That's not my thing. Hey, you got anything for a tax break. I get it. Given less taxes is a dream. I'm just, I'm not going to get married for that reason. I'm not going to get married to get tax breaks. Yeah, exactly. And every time we're like, we're not getting married, we're like, yeah, but what about taxes? What about taxes? I'm just like, I don't care. my taxes aren't that high. I don't deduct anything. I already have a standard deductible and shit. It's just like, it's not that much. It's not enough of a difference for me to completely get the government up inside my relationship's a-hole, you know? You have to marry if you want to own a house. That's absolutely insane to me. Like, I'm just so against, like, in Chile, like, what's weird is, like, maybe it's because I was born and raised in America where we have a lot of freedom of thought, freedom of speech, that kind of stuff. You know, we have one of the world's largest atheist populations. I'm sure it's not the largest, but we have a very large population of atheism. But it's just like, who cares? I don't care what people want to do in their house, in their bedrooms, if it's like not hurting other people. Like, if 2 people want to have sex and never get married, if 100 people want to all live in one house together and all have sex together, in a way, I'm like, I don't care. As long as there's like no children suffering or anything like that, like, who cares what people do? Why is prostitution illegal? Just let 2 adults have sex. Who cares if money exchanges hands? If it's 2 consenting adults, and I'm not saying that because prostitution should be legal, that then you should, you know, oh, but if it's legal, then all this other bad stuff happens. Like, yeah, let's make all the bad stuff illegal still, but don't tell a consenting adult that what they could do in a relationship or physically, sexually with another consenting adult. Who cares? It's not our business. It's just like, I don't understand caring at all. I don't care about someone, what they want to do for their gender, for their sexuality, where they want to put their genitals. Who cares? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I'm just like, it's not my business. It's not the government's business. If 2 people want to have intercourse or whatever, I don't care if money exchanges hands. I don't care if they're the same gender. I don't care if they're married. I don't care if they're not married. I don't care, whatever. Let consenting adults do what they want. That's why they're adults and they're consenting. Islamists surrounding countries fucked us over many times. Polygamy creates scarcity. They had to find a means elsewhere, hence sex slaves and forced converts. A lot of, you know what, Pac Demon, that's a lot of shit. I think condoning polygamy doesn't mean you need to condone those other things, though. I'm totally down for people, if they want to be polygamist, as long as everyone's could be happy. Just because polygamy is legal doesn't mean that we have to then accept sex slaves and genocide, obviously. And I don't think that's the argument you were trying to make. That just like, maybe that's a side effect of a community having a lot of polygamists, but I think there's a way to navigate that. JK, but yeah, me and the girlfriend have a 50% for restaurants and stuff. Sorry, I already read that. But yeah, you know, I don't know what this has to do with tact, but I don't feel like that's that controversial of a view, just letting people do what they want within reason, right? Obviously, I don't think your freedom should be able to hinder another person's freedom, right? You shouldn't be free to kill somebody because you're hindering their freedom. You shouldn't be allowed to abuse children because they're not old enough to consent to anything anyway. We have an age of consent. You can't be a consenting adult if you can't consent. Things like that, right? There's a lot of like, I don't think it's as much of a slippery slope argument as it might sound if you think about it a little bit longer. It creates scarcity. There's no positive outlets. Either you go without a mate or one people take another people's. Both options suck. Yeah, to me, it's not my business though. I don't think it's like, something could be a net negative for society, but still be allowed because it's people's freedom to do it, right? We let people drink. We let people smoke cigarettes, which is objectively bad for their health. And drinking it potentially has terrible outcomes for everyone surrounding them, right? Because drinking's legal, people then, people will abuse, people will drive drunk, but we make those things illegal still, while still giving them access to the thing that they should be able to do because it's their freedom to choose it. Hey, hello. Welcome, Chile from South America. So polygamy could be legal and the repercussions of that are things that we would have to still cope with a society, but we don't have the right to tell people that they can't have multiple partners, in my opinion. But that's just me. Obviously, polygamy is illegal in many states. Prostitution is illegal in many states. Even I may think it's ridiculous, but you know what? I'm one person, and as I've stated before, I work at a gas station. I'm not exactly the cream of the crop when it comes to philosophy or deep thoughts. I just pretty much want people to be able to pursue the lives that make them happy, regardless of that. People should do what they want. Still, if polygamy was legal, then polyandry should be legal to balance. I don't know what that is. I'll Google it. Let's Google that. Polygamy in which a woman has more than one husband. Yeah, when I say polygamy, I don't mean males should have a bunch of wives. I mean humans should be able to have as many partners as they want. Male, female, who cares? That's the point. Is not I didn't know there was a separate term for women having multiple husbands. If a woman wants 6 husbands, fuck yeah, go for it. I don't recommend it. I don't think it's the path to happiness necessarily. In my life, I know it's not the path to happiness. I'm a monogamous person, and that's all I ever want out of my life because I'm very happy with my partner, and I would never want to share our relationship with anyone else. But if someone else thinks that having a bunch of partners is their path to happiness, then it's not my spot to tell them no. So, yeah, women should be able to have multiple partners. Men should be able to have multiple partners. I didn't know polygamy was a term that meant male having many partners. Or if it maybe polygamy just inherently is inferred to mean male dominant with many female partners. But that's not what my words mean when I was saying them. That's not what I intended them to mean. Anyway, are we all done with this conversation? Not that I'm actually necessarily uninterested, but we're kind of a little off topic of Octopath, and honestly, I was supposed to end my stream 20 minutes ago, but I got a little... Today was a weird stream, wasn't it? I talked about how much I hate Attacked. I talked about all these kind of philosophical things. I don't really... This may not be entertainment. I don't know. But either way, I had a good time today. I'll be back tomorrow with more Octopath. Friends, you have a good day. I'll see you on the flip-flop side. I've got some chores to do, so my one monogamous partner doesn't get mad at me. I gotta clean and do some dishes. That way I can make her happy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.